the punter, Rigoberto Sanchez, on to get us started. And we are underway from Santa Clara. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
And just think about what his ceiling in the NFL could be, because when you go back to his one collegiate season as a starter, the full season, he went undefeated, didn't throw an interception, and ran for over 1,000 yards as well. When you see him hit the field, you see a possible superstar in the making.
Lance going to put it up right away. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And they needed to be, because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore.
Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. He'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at third down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Lance looking to throw it. That pass complete to Deontay Hardy. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Rodgers on the return. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by their veteran quarterback, the MVP of the league back in 2016. It's Matt Ryan.
And I think if there's one quarterback in the league who sometimes gets taken for granted, to me it's Matt Ryan, because I think throughout his career, he's been consistently excellent. Frequent member of the 4,000-yard club, savvy veteran, knows how to throw the deep ball and create big plays. And yes, he will beat you from the pocket.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The numbers for him from a week ago: 16 carries, 52 yards.
And a rushing title is definitely within sight, so the excitement on the offensive side of the football, I mean, they're bouncing off the walls wanting to get out there, but they also understand that they're going to face some really stacked defenses down the stretch, because they don't want it to happen at their expense.
And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. This one completes Alec Pierce. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we use the term pitch and catch a lot to denote an easy completion. We just saw one right there on 3rd and 3 to pick up the first down.
Why are those so tough to defend? Just because they hit so quickly?
Yeah, it's all about timing and confidence. Quarterback sees it, rips it, there you go.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Ryan. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Ryan. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
The 49er offense, they're coming back out onto the field, and we're going to give you a look at the playoff picture now into the weekend in the NFC. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. Stop shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. Throwing again on second down. Lance. Oh, he'll take a shot from McCaffrey downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And it will be first and 10 as they take over. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's second and 3. Again, it's Taylor. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Third and 2, now Ryan. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Ryan finding Pittman there for the Colts' first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They're going right back to Pittman. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on first and 10. They'll try the left side with Taylor. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Looking at a second and 11 now after the loss. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is third and 7. Now it's Ryan. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's fourth down. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. And, partner, I know so far, and we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Good push up front, and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll go option to the short side. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. And Lance going to throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to kick it away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Colts football and Michael Pittman, helmet back on and ready to go. Well, he's within shouting distance of a 1,000-yard season. Going to need a pretty good finish, though, if he wants to reach that mark.
Well, I like how you phrased it, partner. He is within shouting distance. If he stays on this pace, he's got a shot at it. But he needs a big game in there, right, to make sure that he gets it. So you know that during the week, in practice, and look, he asks for the ball all the time anyway. He's really going to ask for the ball and let his quarterback know he's open.
They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Here's Ryan. And he'll find Pittman. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Ryan. Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley Cox. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lance.
He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
And the pressure gets to McCaffrey as they stop him short of the line to gain.
They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead them to 4th down.
And they'll go for it. Lance.
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end.
And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Throwing now is Lance.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers! George Kittle, his first touchdown on the year.
And the 49ers post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go.
Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there's a 49er who's in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp, and at least one practice each week to play game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Throwing on 2nd and long. Ryan. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor.
And he'll work his way forward up to the 22. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Returnable here from the 38. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
Well, the Niners going back on offense now late in this first half. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. Lance now on 1st down. They'll find Ayuk open right side.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From just shy of midfield, Lance.
That pass is caught by Hardy. And he'll be brought down just shy of 40. Lance now on first down.
That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Again, they'll throw it with Lance.
Over the middle, complete to Samuel.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle, and that will extend their lead even further. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish. As it's time to get you caught up with what's happening now to look at the next gen stats in that first half for the Colts. And not much went right in those first 2 quarters. You can see the numbers on the ground there. Not a whole lot to write home about so far. Meanwhile, for the Niners, you get a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And whatever they've done, it worked, as they have the lead through 2 quarters of play.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. Colts taking the field again, running back Jonathan Taylor at center stage.
And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lock, but barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime you get over 1,000 yards, you're celebrated in the NFL.
It's been quite a season. Still a couple chapters left in that book, though. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Now, that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Now it's Ryan.
He's got Granson, his tight end.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down. Ryan.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
Oh, look at the juke. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. On 3rd and 1, Ryan.
He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
It would be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball.
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Running straight ahead, Taylor.
And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Only a pickup of 2, but that's all they needed for the first.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Ryan.
And that's caught left side by Mo Alley Cox. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So roughing the passer penalty and an automatic 1st down.
And that's the mark of a bad team, partner, because that's an easily preventable penalty, but they just didn't take the proper steps to make it so.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. To throw on 2nd and 10. Ryan.
He's got the tight end, Mo Alley Cox.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Ryan. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Alan Lazard, his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Colts have cut it back within a score. So it took them a little while, Charles, but now they have their first points of the game, and they come here in this 3rd quarter.
And more often than not, Brandon, when that happens, you find yourself down 21, 28 points, and not really with a lot of hope, but with that touchdown, they're right back in this game.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. That one in the books as a 12-play drive, and it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the 2nd half.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Got a man, that's Ayuk. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's interesting how we label routes. You know, some people might call this a hitch. For me, a hitch is a little bit closer to the line of scrimmage, about 1 to 3 yards deep. A lot of people might call this a dig route, going this deep on a 3rd and 7 to pick up the first down. Others just call it a stick route. Get to the right point, stick in that spot, and let them hit you with a pass. No matter what, they did pick up the first down.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Lance looking to throw it. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
From the gun, it's Lance. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Colts pick it up. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. And a big turning point here in the second half, Charles, after that play.
All you're trying to do is change momentum, flip things around for your team. You're just trying to take the ball away. How about when you take it away and score? That really changes things.
Point after here coming up. And that makes it 14-10. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there.
The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here. On first down, Lance.
It's hauled in by Hardy. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Here's Lance to throw it.
The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there.
Lance to throw on 3rd and 1.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Grover Stewart getting in there for the sack.
Well, they only had a yard to go. They try to pass the football. Defense blitz. Defense got there.
Yeah, I think on this one, this is probably good scouting, understanding a few tendencies and figuring out that, hey, they may take a shot, and they dialed up the pressure and got to him.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive.
Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
78 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
They run once more with Taylor.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From just shy of midfield, Ryan.
Pass complete. He's got Lazard on the out route.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
On the counter, it's Taylor.
Oh, what a juke into space. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Ryan to throw. And incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Hits his target, the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Colts. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Niners are right back in this football game. So the ball changing hands on the interception. But meanwhile here, we do have an injury on the play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Allen Lazard with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Colts are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over, and here a late turnover leads to a fourth quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 21-10 game. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. From the 31, Lance. He finds his man, complete. That's Hardy. Catch number 44 on the year. It's a first down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Lance. And he fires one incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Lance. That pass is caught by Hardy. The Niners on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 4. To throw, it's Lance. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. This is caught. It's Hardy. And he is going to have the Niners first down on a well-designed play there. That gets him 16 to move the chains. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. The 49ers moving hastily. They're scurrying to the line. Meanwhile, Lance's throw pulled in by Kittle. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 15-yard line. He finds his man, complete. That's Hardy. Lance trying to urge his offense to go quickly. Again, it's Lance. This is caught. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, Here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
Lance back to throw.
Flushed out right. And he will get into the end zone as a two-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the fourth. So the deficit now 3 after the huge conversion, but they need to get the football back.
So this is where special teams really comes into play, because getting the ball back, it starts with this next kickoff. How do they get downfield, either jar it loose or get the ball back themselves? That's going to be key for them.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now a give to Taylor.
Down inside the 40.
And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Now a handoff. Taylor with it.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. The Colts in victory formation now as they take the knee. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Ryan heads down to a knee, and that should wrap this one up.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.